find a way to run from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over, 'cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Today is January 4th, 2021, and it's 4:15 a.m. Okay, 525 subscribers, 10,924 public watch hours. All the new subscribers, welcome. There's two things I want to discuss before I get going with Twitter. The first thing is, yesterday in the comment section, I was having some discussion with some of my subscribers. Is that I mentioned about the last video with the thumbnails, and I was telling her, did she see the thumbnails, the meaning of the thumbnails, where I have Meghan sitting outside of the I guess it's Buckingham Palace, and then you have one picture of Harry looking at the window, and you have another picture of a woman with a mic and a loudspeaker and things like that. So I was like, the meaning of it is pretty much, I think I was focusing more on the part where the lady with the loudspeaker and the mic is, that would be Meghan during the trial, when they start asking her question. If the trial, if the lawsuit were to go to trial instead of a summary. So pretty much that's what that means. Pretty much Meghan will just, go at it and just speak out. All right, so that was pretty much it. And as always, I always say that when I see that picture of Meghan sitting out there, it's like Meghan was there to sort of give a warning, like she's gonna come and rescue Harry, and then Harry in the window saying, "Come and get me." But anyway, that's a minor. The other thing I want to discuss that was going on in the comment section, someone mentioned to me there's a YouTube channel that looks similar to Hugo's channel. And I was thinking about it. I was gonna go in it to show you guys and then mention the name. So I decided not to do either. I don't want to mention the name or the channel itself, because if I do, it will be like I'm promoting it. So instead, if you guys are the Sussex or fan of Sussexes, and you wanna support anyone who is the Sussexes, especially if they're talking positive about them. Is, do your best to support them. But based on what the comment section was saying, is that this channel is a negative version of Hugo's channel. That channel copied the exact same kind of picture Hugo uses on his channel, and pretty much almost the same color kind of thing. It's almost like another replica of Hugo's channel. So don't be fooled by that to go subscribe to it, because it is a negative channel about the Sussexes. So here in my channel, I'm not going to mention the name or show you how it looks. Just know that there's another channel that's out there that's, pretty much copying Hugo's channel to get fool people pretty much. So just be on the lookout for that. Alright, so that's that. Let's go on Twitter. Yesterday I pretty much make sure I stay away from the computer, because it's the last day for the kids to of their vacation and stuff. I pretty much just hang out with them and my husband and stuff like that. So okay, tweet. That's 47 minutes ago. We know for a fact that Daily Mail scans royal Twitter for negative comments about Meghan, generated by suspicious burner account and shared by other trollish account. Yes, I do believe British Tab compiled these tweets themselves to create fake news. Okay, so she retweeted that. Would put it past this kind of journalism for, quote, friend of, end quote, the Daily Mail to have devised these tweets themselves. Generating fake news for cash has been the modus operating of Britain tabloid press for decades. Okay, they try some of them, then give them to their colleagues to tweet. That's why sometimes I don't really, go on Twitter and respond to things. The only thing, I will go on the prayers to say amen, and occasionally I respond to things, but not as much. And when I tweet my own things, is usually almost always about my videos. If a video's coming out, then I will tweet about it. And lately I haven't been doing it. Each time I do that, I always said I should be doing it. Literally, I usually said on the tweet that, oh my goodness, I should be tweeting more often to promote my channel and things like that. So I don't even do that. Okay, so, and I think I usually go on other Sussex Squad's videos and to promote myself. And some of the people who are new right now, they probably saw me on Meghanpedia and Hugo's and things like that. Because I go there and I'll put a comment saying Happy New Year, and just know that I'm a Sussex Squad. Sussex is Positive Sussex channel. Just come and check me out or something like that. I will do that. And sometimes I add some foolish stuff, and for anybody to come and check me out and subscribe after I say my foolish stuff, well, it's on you. Okay. So yeah, I've been hearing a lot about this, where the Daily Mail is going on Twitter to create content meaning like their papers too. I mean, that's just silly. These people, I won't be surprised if they create their own spin on things to lure people to come in and comment on it, because you've heard a lot of people creating fake account to be able to troll other people. So okay, let's see here. That's a Sussex Squad. Okay, I think this is always story. Okay, this is old. I see. I liked it, so that must. But let's see. I think this old story of the royal family fearing the trial, or just to try and pull headlines. There's another one. Okay, of Archwell lunch to see a member of the royal family thriving and doing good things, and the world is extremely threatening to that taxpayer funding institution. Focus everyone, all eyes on Kylie. Okay, I agree, Christine. The jealousy and insecurities run so deep that just ordinary folks can comprehend that level of petty. I don't understand them. A lot of time when it comes to this kind of topic, it seems like I'm repeating myself, is that if they just do a little bit adjustment with themselves, okay? Not to reinvent the wheel, okay? Just adjust. You know what the people want. You see what people like about the Sussexes. Adjust yourself to that. Okay, be more compassionate. Show more that you care. But instead, you keep on pounding at the always, showing you tough, you this, and you allowed the tabloid to constantly talking negative about your own grandson and daughter-in-law, which is part of your family, but you allowed it to go, and the people don't like that. At least from my end, if everybody is gravitating toward the Sussexes, that means a lot of people like them, and everything that they touch turn into gold, pretty much. That means there's a good amount of people who are supporting them. Even if the Daily Fair or whoever is putting fake numbers out there saying that nobody in the UK like them, but at least try to appeal to what people are saying, or at least the success of their action. Try to at least copy that. Just at least copy it. But jealousy is dangerous. It's very dangerous. So a lot of time I've said that the video that I have, it has been done before. Whenever any of them, Harry or Meghan, I doubt it Meghan will ever go over there for pleasure or for vacation or anything like that. I doubt it, unless if it really has to do for either the trial or really important business. She goes and then run right back. They have to watch their back, because people with jealousy do a lot of crazy stuff. Okay, I think you're right, but they usually don't throw Betty under the bus like that. That's why I'm confused. Okay, something is going on. Some headline must be going on. Okay, if I keep on going throughout the Twitter world, I probably will find someone that's why I'm confused. I get that they want to distract from Archwell, but changing the story to make Queen Elizabeth II look bad isn't a normal tactic for them. Something else is up. People's wondering, something is not right. Okay, I don't consider that throwing her under the bus. Her supporters expect her to lay down the law to punish her wayward grandson. If they were writing about the pedals the Windsors are connected to, then I said they chucked her to the wolves, but no pedal story today. Yeah, there's some sort of a distraction is going on. Because if they really want story, all they have to do is write about Andrew. That's all. Okay? If they really want story, all they have to do is write about Andrew. But they seem to avoid that topic completely. Okay? But it makes Betty look like a liar. The changing story is the bigger concern, not her reaction either way. That was my opinion. Okay? Malheureusement, that's French. Okay, yes, all this. Her base doesn't consider that a lie or any of that. They will see her punishing Harry for daring to take his wife and child and go. And of course, for not making a biracial wife be the firm's scapegoat. How dare he? Something is not right. Something is not right. But yeah, Harry had enough. Harry said, the way you guys are treating my wife in the public space, the tabloid, and then none of his family speak up about anything. So he has to get her out of here. But the thing that they're saying here, okay, for putting those whatever tabloid that's going on over there, they're seeing something. For those who are new, there's a lot of people I don't follow. Okay, I only follow the Sussexes, the Sussex Squad. And so anything that they retweet or they post, these are the things that I go about. So you will not see me go straight. Maybe Omid might tweet something, then I might go over it. But anyone who is against the Sussexes, I don't follow them. I don't need to know what they're doing unless the squads bring a valid question about some negative things someone else said. Then you will see me comment on it. And then sometimes I just go off with my own idea. Whether or not I put video of exactly what the person said, but sometimes I go on with my own storyline. Okay, so let's change that. Okay, what was it saying here? Okay, yes, all this, her base doesn't consider the lie. I mean, it's almost like the Trump thing here, okay, from this line. They don't care what Trump says. So it's the same thing with the Queen's base. They don't care what she says or do, she's always right, okay? Whatever she says is exactly what she says, okay? Or any of that, they will see her punishing. Yeah, so yeah, they're seeing it as if they're punishing Harry and Meghan. But the thing is that I don't know how do these people process things. One, isn't it once you get married, okay, you pretty much starting a new family right there. That's a new family. Yes, the wife and the husband have individual their own family where they came from, but together the new creation, the new bond, the new union between a husband and a wife, it's what matter. They have to have their own lives, but don't do these people think about that, or they just I guess been hypnotized by whatever the tabloids say. That's how they go about, then they can't think for themselves. And that's kind of scary. That's very scary. So this goes on. It's a very, I guess, long discussion. So it's almost the same old things all the time. All right, let's go to another tweet. What is going on here? Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm focusing on, okay. Okay, remember, the British media expect the Sussexes to struggle without Sussex royal. Okay? They feed their readers the lie that Harry and Meghan will end up selling milk like Peter Phillips. No wonder the media is mad at their success. Okay, so pretty much this is how I knew of him. Peter Phillips is about the milk thing. I never knew he was actually Anne's son. I never knew he was anything part of the royal family. I've seen his face, okay? I've seen his face sometime, I believe, with, I think, church services or something like that. Or have I seen him in the balcony? I don't know, but I've seen his face somewhere. But I never put a name with the face and connect him to Anne. You understand what I mean? So you could see anybody on the street. They could easily be a long distance relative, but you just don't know. You never meet them, or someone never introduced you to them to let you know who they are. So that was me. I saw him. I never put anything together until the milk advertisement, the Chinese milk advertisement. So when people started talking about it, I was like, oh, so this is him. That's Anne's son. That's Zara's sister, brother. Or Zara is his sister, things like that. Even Zara. Yeah, I think I've known Zara was Anne's daughter. I think they were putting pictures of the kids playing in the lawn. Okay, and then through that I was able to connect that. But him, I never know who he was. But yeah, back to this tweet pretty much is that, yeah, taking the royal out of the Sussexes or prevent them from using it or using HRH or all these, tangible nonsense titles. They wanted them to suffer. They wanted to, they think that anybody outside of the UK will not hire them because they don't have the royal name on it. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. So anything that they thought that will help them outside of the royal circle, they took it away from them. Okay? I mean, if you think about it, even though in reality a word doesn't really, the royal name doesn't mean much. But if you really think about it, for them to think in that sense, wanting them to suffer, deprive them of something that they thought will make them thrive. You understand what I mean? It's the thought of wanting them to suffer. That's the problem I'm having here. Why will they do that? Why? So which means no matter what the outcome might be of anything, or the tide have changed, or they showing that they change as a institution or something like that, like Megan Pedia said in her videos yesterday, like a cult kind of thing. They change. No matter what, Harry and Meghan must always watch their back, okay? Because they will never stop. This thing will always be in the back of their mind. Whenever they get the opportunity, they will act. This is something they have to be careful. If you look at, around the world, the destruction that the British Empire have done throughout the world, that should give you an idea, okay? Even when you go back in history and things like that, and slavery, there are parts where you see when people disobey those their masters, or or to show full control of the slaves, especially men, to how will I say that, to put them down, to humiliate them and things like that. I came across, a couple things, stories and things like that, where, they will rape the men in front of the ladies, okay, to dehumanize the men, okay, black African slaves, okay. They will rape them in front of women to show them how much power that they have, when in fact we know also they had those kind of fetish bad behavior, doing things with boys and all of that. So it's ingrained in them, is in their blood, to show pain on people. So this is something the Sussexes have to be very careful. Be very careful, because they will never forget that. Okay, that they're thriving without their name, without them. They're thriving. So that is angering them, no matter what stage of things is. This is something they have to be very careful. And this is why I said on one of my videos, it has been done before. And every time I mention it, I still believe about what I said in that video. Okay, let's see. There's 3 comments here. Oh, only, okay. They sell his dead mother and toddler son instead. Oh, they're so inspired. What? Not today, Satan. Not today. My goodness. You see, these people are just thriving on things. They're just thriving on negativity. I'm not even gonna... Okay. Alright, what else? We have this. Trump trying to steal the election. What? Play the Trump tape on House floor January 6th. What? Let's see.
And all of this. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, Brad. I mean, having a correct... The people of Georgia are angry. And these numbers are going to be repeated on Monday night, along with others that we're going to have by that time, which are much more substantial even. And the people of Georgia are angry. The people of the country are angry. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, that you've recalculated.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Now, do you think it's possible that they shredded ballots in Fulton County? Because that's what the rumor is. And also that Dominion took out machines. That Dominion is really moving fast to get rid of their machinery. Do you know anything about that? Because that's illegal.
This is Ryan, Germany. No, Dominion has not moved any machinery out of Fulton County. We're having.
Well, but have they moved? Have they moved the inner parts of the machines and replaced them with other parts?
No.
You sure, Ryan?
I'm sure.
You should want to have an accurate election. And you're a Republican.
We believe that we do have an accurate election.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
What?
You don't have. Not even close. You're off by hundreds of thousands of votes. You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense. And you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyer. That's a big risk. But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard, and they are removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can. both of which are criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. You know, I mean, I'm notifying you that you're letting it happen. So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780.
What? 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 This guy is crazy. Wow, look at this. Crazy. Oh boy. This maniacal person has lost it. 17 days, everyone. 2 more days of the Georgia state vote to kick off. 11,780. What does that mean? He wants to find 11,000. Now, isn't that ground for arrest? Unreal. Okay, a moment of silence of Winfred Projan, the president of the United States, basically threatened him with criminal charges and did not back down from what he knew to be the truth. Okay, he has been going around to all losing states trying to strong arm them. Okay, find additional vote for him. This is crazy. Does he want to lose Georgia a 4th time? That is terrifying. The machination of insinuation. Yeesh. This man has ruined the image of America. The utter delusion. Wow. What the F is this? OMG. OMG. My favorite laugh. I can just hear it now. This is really ridiculous. Alright, let's go back to the Sussexes. What else is going on? Okay. Harry never wanted a review. He knew they would try and use it against them. He was right. Okay. As Gather Press try stir up more rubbish. Okay. Let's see, what are they talking about? The time. Okay, after meeting with Queen Elizabeth, Prince Charles, and Prince William about their departure as working royals, it was decided to give the couple 1-year review period in which they could decide to come back and resume their position. Quote, he was adamantly opposed to the review process, end quote, a source told The Time, adding that he didn't want the press to write that there was an option for them to change their minds. Harry is pretty smart and sharp. Okay, he didn't want the review. So anything that they're saying about the Sussexes right now, it's on them. It's just they're putting nonsense out there. I think Harry and Meghan already have made up their mind. And for sure, Harry, I mean, they bought a house, for crying out loud. They bought a house. Okay, so which means they're done with the UK. I know there are times I said, you know, I sort of go pull away from my original thought, but they already made up their mind. Sometimes I think if, let's say, they have a contract about it, whereby whatever the 1-year review come up, and all they need to do is to sign the contract and say they're done, they're not coming back. Okay, I think that contract or whatever it is already signed. They're just waiting for the day to come and to just hand it over. Because look at this. The minute they landed in the US, they're making deals after deals. They're making changes. They're doing all sort of things. Okay, they move on. They move on, and they're pretty much showing people they didn't need the title. Okay, I've talked a lot about that in other videos. Okay, let's see here. I agree. Harry should bend. There are individuals that are non-royals with dukedom. Okay, they always mention the. Okay, let's see here. Oh, so that's this. Okay, Pagan predicted that in coming months they tried to make pressure to Prince Harry to abandon title as Queen could not take them away. They should not give it away. They should dare them to do it. Dare them to do it. Okay, HRH, alleged pedophile, is UK state honor. I wish Harry will bend. It's Harry and Meghan who will have been able to save British royal family from HRH medium age is 57. Okay, I agree. Harry should bend. There are individuals that are non-royals with dukedom. So she's responding to this. It seems like there's more to it, but let's see. Let me click on that. Okay, so that was that only. Okay, all right. So that's the one that was the one that came on my timeline. Okay, they want everything to be taken away from them, from his entitlement to allowance from his own father, personal wealth, to being made the only royal to pay for rental costs, to now his peerage. I would even mind if there was the same level of outrage for Andrew. the level of hate that's going on, it's mind-boggling. Okay, even Brits don't want this. Okay, newspaper comments show they think British royal family is useless with current members. Like I always say, each time they showing negativity toward Harry and Meghan, it's like another page have been peeled. Okay, to show people this is who they are. And if it wasn't for COVID, where people, with the lockdown and all those enforcement that they doing over there, people will be screaming. Okay, they want them to get away. If Harry and Meghan could thrive without public funding, why are they paying for them? So they're lucky COVID is here, and maybe that's why they didn't take it serious at the beginning. Okay, same as Trump. Everything has backfired them because Trump let the disease get into the country when there was prevention. What do you call this? Like a way to prevent it, and he avoided. And he used that. Okay, he used the pandemic as a way to make people afraid to go vote. When in fact people were like, nope, I'm gonna gear up and stand in line for how many hours that I want to get you out of here. And you see from that audio that I just showed you, he doesn't care. Okay, he doesn't care whatsoever. He's breaking rules after rules, and people just, the people who voted for other people to represent them just sit back and let him do whatever he wants, when in fact that's not the way the country should be running. Everyone have a responsibility. The rule of law is set for everybody, so you can't have just one person just bulldozing through the rules and there's no reprimandation for that. There's no punishment. So that's why a lot of time lately I don't follow that much of the news. Like I see here on Twitter, I will listen probably, but let's say the regular station showing the news, I don't watch that. Okay, I'm just waiting until January 20th and see what's going on. That's when I'm gonna start paying more attention to the news, what's going on, how the Biden administration is handling some of the nonsense that was going on, if there's gonna be any punishment for this thing that went on. Okay, so I don't want to bother my mind too much with the current state of what we are in, because nobody's doing anything. If I read it, I'm going to be upset. So why bother reading it? Okay, but I had to listen to that audio to see what they were talking about. Okay, if they think this is the way to get Harry back, they are sorely mistaken. Yeah, I think so too. And instead of maybe it's good that they're doing it that way to actually make Harry think that's not for me. Because if they're showing they're nice, pretending they're nice, and then if he were to change his mind and go back there, and then all of a sudden they start going back again, it would be a bad thing. So luckily they're just showing themselves. I prefer that. Show yourself. Show your true self. That way I could make my own decision based on your true self. So this is what's going on here. So we have to be thankful for the way they are going in a way. To pretty much tell Harry and Meghan, yes, we made the right move. Our child doesn't deserve to be in that type of environment. Okay? It's pretty much a confirmation to Harry and Meghan that they made the right decision. That's the way I see it. Okay? So if you have someone who pretend they are something that they're not, and then you base your true decision on their pretend ways, that's not good. You're gonna be the casualty of that, because you made your true decision based on someone else false pretense. That's not good. So if they're showing their true self as being nasty and disgusting by his wife, they don't like his wife, they're letting it be known. So it's good in a way. You have to understand my way. I mean, I don't appreciate them saying negative thing about Meghan, but at least it's a confirmation to them, Harry and Meghan, yes, we made the right decision. This type of environment is not for us. We want to thrive. We want to do things for the world, for people who need our help without this negativity. So them showing their true negativity about the Sussexes, it's good. At least Harry and Meghan, make the right decision based on that. They don't have to be tricked to get back in there. All right, next tweet. Okay, whatever I said, I hope I explained it correctly, because it's a little bit, how do you call this? It's a little bit reverse psychology kind of thing. All right. So if they're showing their true self, it's good in a way. It's a little bit trickery kind of thing, the way I was thinking about it. Okay, he can bend, right? He can refuse for A to get his subsidiary title, but he can't stop him being named Duke, because that's how peerage work. I guess Archie is an automatic Duke if H isn't. This noise is for the fools, not us. Okay, let's look into that, because I don't know much rules about the UK thing with royals. Okay, let's just see. I mean, I have an idea what it is, but let's see how it works. Or maybe I could say peerage. Okay, the title, rank of peer or peerage. Okay, peerage as a class, those holding a hereditary or honorary title. Okay, so how does it work? Let's see. What does peerage mean? How do peerage? Oh, perfectly. I know Google knew that's what I wanted to know. Okay, I knew what peerage is, but I wanted to know how it works over there. All right, life peerages are granted by the government to honor individual and give the recipient the right to sit and vote in the House of Lords. Today, most of those who sit in the House of Lords are life peers. Only 90 of the 790 or so members are hereditary peers. Okay, anyone who is neither a peer nor the monarch is a commoner. This is why so they have Viscount. Okay, I think one of is it Edward's daughter or something like that? It's something. Okay, Baron, Earl, Marquess. I guess this is Rose's kind of class. So you see, they create all these freaking nonsense titles, names, and all this stuff as part of social class. So anyone who's none of that, you're just a commoner. You're just a commoner. Okay, what are the ranks of peerage? Okay, let's see here. Okay, peerage body of peers or title nobility in Britain, the 5 ranks. Oh, so these are the ladders, the stages. Okay, the 5 ranks and descending order. Okay, so from high to low. Okay, and descending order are Duke. Okay, that's Harry and Meghan right there. So they are at the top. Marquess. Okay, Earl. Okay, Viscount and Baron. Okay. Okay, is an Earl higher than Lord? Earl. Okay, so what's the Lord here? Okay, Earl, I guess, should be under. I mean, Lord. No. Lord could be under the Earl. Oh, some bullshit stuff they create. Okay, the Lord higher. Let's see here. This one. Okay, the highest grade is Duke. Okay, so that's Harry and Meghan right there. This is why they're so freaking pissed about it. They're too high in social class. That's the thing. All right, this is why they're so pissed. They're writing all this nonsense. Freaking name. So if it's given to them, they should not take it back. Okay, let them try to do that and see the outcry, the people who are over there who are for the Sussexes. Okay, let them do that. They give it to them, let them take it. Okay, the highest grade is Duke, Duchess. That's Harry and Meghan. That's what's pissing them off right now. Followed by Marquess, Marchionette. And I believe this is Rose. Rose, Embury, whatever. Whenever we hear about it, we know who else, okay? That's her right there. So she was in that kind of rank. Second highest, okay? All right, Earl or Countess, okay? Viscount, Viscountess, and Baron, Baroness. Okay, Duke and Duchess are addressed with their actual title. Okay, Duchess, Sussex or something like that. Okay, the Sussexes, I believe that's what they mean by that. But all other ranks of the peerage have the appellation Lord or Lady. Oh, so any of them below that, like Marcus, Earl, Viscount, Baron, they either call them Lord for a guy, Lady for a woman, okay? Non-hereditary life peers are also addressed as Lord or Lady, okay? Non-hereditary life peers, okay? So this is the nonsense that's driving them crazy over there, because Harry and Meghan are at the highest level. Okay, they are at the highest level. Could it be also that I'm wondering they're trapping the Queen for her to dare to give Meghan that title? That's what I'm wondering. But it's not Meghan they gave the title. It's Harry they gave the title. But because she married to Harry, so she is part of him, okay, as husband and wife, so they co-own that title. This thing is so stupid. I don't know. It's freaking names. It's almost like the way your mother and father give you a name, and then these people are making a freaking news or big deal out of whatever the Queen gives somebody or whatever. But anyway, let's move on. This thing is stupid. That's why I had to look it up, you know, the order of it and how does it work or something like that. All right, former House Speaker Ryan denounced you. This guy is freaking... they know how to play the game to fool people, okay? He was in a high position. Okay, once Trump come in, he decided to leave. Okay, and I remember him calling people the less fortunate that, what is it? What did he say? He'd rather show people how to fish and then just give them the fish or something like that. I forgot how he put it. They're playing a game right now. Okay, they're playing a game of like, oh, I'm a better GOP kind of thing. But when in fact they all align to all of this. The only thing I will give him a little inch of credit is that he probably knew what Trump was about, and he didn't want to be there to be part of it. Or maybe there's things that he knows Trump know about him. He just didn't want them to use it against him. But other than that, okay, you have people who voted for him to be in the position that he was. He should be there to fight for them, but instead he left. Okay, these people I don't respect them. What was it? His own family to benefited from the social thing that social program, okay, that the U.S. had. Okay, because I think his father. Let's look it up. Okay, Paul Ryan. Okay, let's say former House Paul Ryan. Okay, let's do this. Let's put father, because I want to know more about his father. It's to his father, okay? Despite past, okay. What does Paul Ryan do for a living? Who was, okay. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's do that. Did Paul Ryan benefit from space, where's this? From benefit from US social programs. Let's see what they say here. Okay, farewell to Paul Ryan and he did his entitlement reform. Okay, that's something. Paul Ryan on Social Security. Despite being both announcement of Paul Ryan, Mitt Romney Ryan has long championed the privatization of social insurance program. Okay, did Paul Ryan benefit? Okay, farewell to Paul Ryan and he did his entitlement reform. Okay, what is Social Security entitlement? Okay, let's see here. Paul Ryan, welfare and poverty. There it is here. Paul Ryan, long fight to destroy. Okay, there he is. I told you, he's not a good person. Okay, Paul Ryan, long fight to destroy the welfare state. Okay, Paul Ryan legacy and his relatively brief period in the national limelight. Basically, he was also an ambivalent figure in the Republican establishment relationship with assault on popular programs like Social Security, Medicare. Let's click on it. Okay. Paul Ryan legacy and the relative brief period in the national limelight, basically beginning with his emergence as the chief fiscal spokesperson for Republican after Barack Obama election in 2008 is multifaceted. As New York Jonathan Chait pointed out, he was the eternal representative of a highly hypocritical brand of fiscal politics that enabled budget deficit and Republican administration and demonized them under Democrats. Okay, to the strange delight of media elite. Okay, he was also an ambivalent figure in the Republican establishment's relationship with the conservative movement, serving an intermediate function as Mitt Romney running mate in 2012 and a House Speaker since 2015. And you could make the argument that he, with a lot of accomplices, led the GOP surrender to Donald Trump after 2016 election. You see, I told you. All right now, whatever they're saying right now on Twitter about him is just nonsense. Okay, so they know how to manipulate the mind. Okay, and it's so sad. A lot of the pattern of things, the way the GOP, the Republican Party, play with the public. Okay, I may not know much, but you could see the manipulation of people, how they manipulate people. But in the long run, Ryan may be remembered as Republican politician with the ambition and, it seems for a moment, the means to undertake a mission that had thrived in the conservative dreamscape since the day of Barry Goldwater, the unraveling of the New Deal, great society safety net. Okay, so all the social program that the U.S. have is the safety net of people. They work toward everything that the safety net should be giving them, like Social Security and all of that. Every time you work or every time you get a paycheck, there's a percentage of your paycheck that goes toward that. Okay, so which means when you're retired, they could give you benefit. Okay, it's something you pay toward to, but they want to destroy that. Okay, that's where, okay, I wish I could come across where they say, I'll put the link here, you guys could read it. But if you want, go look under, let me see, I don't want to lose this. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see, who is Paul Ryan? Okay, Paul Murray Ryan. Early life education. Paul Davis Ryan was born in Janesville, Wisconsin, the youngest of 4 children. Elizabeth Kerr, who later became the interior designer of Paul Murray Ryan, a lawyer. He is a fifth generation Wisconsinite. Okay. Okay, who is Paul Ryan? Dad? Okay, what is Paul Ryan's occupation? Is Paul Ryan still representative? Who was Paul Ryan's father? Paul Ryan Murray play. Okay, let's see this. Okay, let's see. So I skipped the first thing. His father's death in 1986 marked a large shift in his lifetime, forcing Ryan to reconsider the direction of his career from a young age. According to Los Angeles Times, Ryan grew up as a son of prominent Wisconsin family that participate law. His father was notable attorney and his grandfather was federal state prosecutor. The emotional hardship poured in at the age of 15 after his father died. The traumatic experience helped shape the way he chose to live his life from that point forward. In 2012, NPR Terry Gross interviewed journalist Ryan Lizzie, who predicted that Paul Ryan will surpass Mitt Romney's influence to become the face of the Republican Party. As a prosecutor to her questions to Lizzie, Gross mentioned the death of Ryan's father. Lizzie explained how the childhood experience linked to Paul Ryan's current career politics. Okay, the part that he could have been so much more, but it's the path that he chose to try to destroy the social program. All right, let's see something here. Okay, again, I don't want to lose these. Okay, let's do the why Paul Ryan Okay, sometime. Okay, it's not positive. Okay, a brief look back at Paul Ryan's crusade. Okay, crusade to cut benefit to the whatever. A brief look back at Paul Ryan's crusade to cut benefit to the poor. Okay, I told you he's not that good of a person. Okay, there it is. There's since 2018. I mean, they write about him and reforming social safety net programs such as Social Security, Medicare. Okay, and during his tenure, Ryan has tried to enact deep cuts to Social Security for the rich to slash funding for the social safety net. Okay, is to break their full control. Okay, he's not a good person. Pretty much, if you read about him, he's not a good person. Whatever he's talking about here, okay, he's trying to get back into politics. Okay, he left when Trump got in, so now he's talking to get back. Let's see what some people said. Okay, Paul Ryan, the quintessential opportunist. I'm telling you, to the man who born, it's too late to this party. Ryan, full sincere. DC? I'm not the only one. Okay, his full sincere persona is Eddie Haskell-esque. Okay, couple years later on the backbone transplant. Okay, you stole the quote from me head. Okay, from his head. All right. Okay, dislike this man intensely. I told you, but not too proud to say he's right here. Okay. Her Paul, okay, her Paul, a little late, don't you think? Yeah, it's too late because now Trump is not, the election have already been settled. All this time when Trump was doing all the negativity, okay, all those nonsense, where was he to come up and speak against it? Okay, now look at this. We are January 4th, okay, in a couple of days, well, what is it? 15 days? Okay, or 16 days or something like that, is Biden who's gonna take office. Okay, 14 days, that's when he's coming out. Okay, the best part, he actually serious. Okay, finally they speak up. You see, corrupt Paul Ryan, enough said. Okay, I agree, but anyway, he's not, whatever. Okay, I hope he doesn't run for anything for people to put him back in there, because he's not really that good. Alright, I'm gonna stop this video here. I'm gonna go to video number 2.